Good morning. That one certainly gets it bopping, doesn't it? Here's me bouncing around in my chair. Do let friends know that I'm live now. I shall hide that, and I shall move the scroller bar. See, I do it the wrong way. Oh no, I did it the right way then. So that goes, oh, you've got to have a hand up so high, don't it? So anyway, there. No, I'm going the wrong way there. There you go. Try to get that in alignment every time. It doesn't work. I'm Ros, and I'm here to do the Daily Lenormand card reading. I've got the cards there, as you can see. I've got them in the corner at the moment, ready and waiting. But just a reminder that I'm here cross-posting to two other pages as well. So you remember to need to click that link. Click the link that's in the description above if you're on a desktop. I'm not sure still where it is on a mobile. It's still in the description, but it's somewhere there. It's got Ros Boundy and the numbers and whatnot with video. So you get back onto my page so that I can put it up here like that. Hi, Chantal. How are you? Wow. So you're heading into your evening, aren't you, over in Ontario? That's wonderful. And into your summer. It'd be so nice to be warm. So for those who are on the other pages, do remember to click that link above so that I can see your comments there. Now I'm going to switch it around so that we can get into the card reading. Remember, it is only a general explanation of the spread as it is that I've laid this morning. It's not specifically individualised to everybody, but you can still take from the cards a meaning that is relevant for you. You just watch or note which one means most to you and what message you get as I'm reading through with how my intuition's telling me this one sits. The preference for me is that you are learning as we're going along on these daily card readings, that you are learning how to release your inhibitions around receiving these messages and clicking in your own intuition or your third eye, whichever way you understand it. But get those messages for you of what is guidance that you need to be taking note of for your day-to-day. So we switch it around and we've got the cards here. Oh, I've got a little bit the wrong way. Let me see. Which way, if I move that way, does that move it a bit more? Oh, there we go. I just had it a bit too far over one side. Oh, now I'm going to mess with it. Look, what I'll do is this. There's the card deck that I'm using. It is Ciro Marchetti's Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck, okay? And good morning to you as well, Diane. Oh, that's good that you're good. I'm really good. It's that intro video, the countdown timer certainly has a bit of a boppy one. I've got 3 that I've been trying. And hi, Joanne. Lovely to see you. Lily, how are you? Oh, good morning. It is a good morning. I might not get through all of those comments showing them up because I'm going to start the reading, and that's on the side, which means at the moment I'm going to be twisting a little bit to look, sort of look. I'm trying to aim for them without going like that, and I'm going to look at you, hopefully. The card spread we have is the usual one that is the 5-card spread that I've been doing for a long time now. So the first one is the work energy, which is the scythe, which is an indicator of work. What we've got in the home space, which is where the Tower card is sitting. So that's the home energies. Up the top, just out of view there, is the young woman. Yes, it is. It's the young woman. If you remember, in the expanded deck, we have 2 women, 2 men. In this 4th position, we actually have the older man. So that's your role and what that's around, the energy that's around you for your role today. And the centre is the outcome. I love this little card. It's an interesting one to have in the centre, though. So as far as an outcome goes. So what we've got now, it was interesting as I looked at the full layout. I thought, wow. Especially for my own energies of what's been occurring the last few months, as far as the younger woman and the older man. I mean, it certainly depicts what was the difference in the age part as far as I was younger than my ex-husband. Well, I'm younger than my current companion. Oh, where am I? There, partner, companion. So I feel that instead of being that general reading that we've got, that the reading that's there, I sensed a very different one for me as a personal message, which is good. And that's what you need to be doing for yourself as well. And I'll explain that afterwards. What we're doing with this one now is the side is about work. It's about doing your, I see the harvest here because it is the full grains of the wheat or barley. I think this is wheat. I was brought up on a farm, and at the moment my brain's just not telling me. I'm pretty sure it's wheat. So I should actually look it up, shouldn't I? And you're putting in the work. You're actually going to have the harvest, whether you're putting the work in now to harvest what you've sown previously, or whether you're actually getting your projects still continuing to be ready. So because it's in the work energy, whether you're in your own work, business, space type of thing as a solopreneur or a small business owner or whatever, or a big one, it doesn't matter. There's still work involved. And whether you do work for someone else, it's the that energy that's being put into what you're doing. And that's what this is indicating. There is currently, today's going to be some work involved. And that is around the home space. Whoops, here's me flying around because I've got the cards on a different angle this morning. So I've got to look where I'm putting my Apple pencil, or that pointer. Tower really is about strength. Now, in this one, you can see how tall these ones are growing all around and about. I feel still that any tower that's being created in the family or the home space needs to be built on that good solid foundation. So create those foundations within your family relationships and have them being strong and purposeful. Every so often you'd have the one on the side, and that could be one of the siblings or children or whatever being rebels, doing their own thing. It can mean anything along those lines, especially in this home space. So don't make it so regal that it's, that it's all about the physical stuff and the things that you've got. Bring it back to a place where you are actually in good relationship with each other that is from that love base. So that's what I'm feeling about the home energies, with the tower being there in that card this time, in that space this time. Young lady, this is the unexpected one. So it really is, if you are a young woman, that you are popping in and out to be an influence wherever you need to be. It is that unexpected. Allow that feminine energy to be part of your day in a freer way. I feel too that if you're male or it's, older woman type of thing, there probably is a connection that's coming in through your day that involves a younger woman. So that's pure and simply how easy the Lenormand cards are to read. And whoops, I can't move my camera any further down. So you can see the male, it is the older man. So in that your role part, I mean, it probably is having that stronger, for me, that's sensing that strength of that yang energy, that male energy. Because if you understand what our energetic physiology is, we are a balance of the feminine, the masculine, and that strength and reflection and the softer nurturing and the stronger doing and that type of thing. So I'm feeling that for your role in the day-to-day, do take on that more masculine aspect of who you are, what you have within you, what purpose you have in your day, especially since it's, we have got the side there for doing the work in the work space today. So stand your ground a bit more, put that strength into it. And here we have, as the outcome, we've got the mice. I see that. I mean, I know it, to me, it's an abundance card. I know the guidebook does differently. It's why I don't really read it that way. But it is about, being aware, I think, that in what you have created, what you are producing, what you are using as your resources, that you're doing it wisely. And the outcome here is almost looking like there's a little bit of laissez-faire, I don't care, I'm just using as I'm going. So be careful that you're not got that aspect happening in your day, or the outcome being that it's getting so close to the line, in going through that last thread. It might feel like that, but find ways that actually change the focus to being using the resourcefulness in what you have around you as the abundance of resources, like as far as your way of using it, and you will have plenty there. Just be wary, be aware that as part of your day, you do need to notice if anything is being ripped off behind you as well. Be conscious of the present moment, who's around and about you and what they're up to, right? So, because that's the outcome. You've got a lot of involvement and influence from around and about you that may be behind your back, just sneaking off with stuff that you really need to have. That, you go to the fridge and expecting to make a recipe for a cake or something, or your tea or something like that, or dinner, depending where you live. And someone's actually been there before you and used that part of the recipe that was very important, like eggs. If you're making a cake, most cakes need eggs, and if someone's used the eggs, you can't make your cake. It's that sort of thing. So that's what I'm feeling around that. It's not an absolute negative card, but I'm feeling that in this situation, as far as you're doing the work, you're building up and improving what is around you with that balance of your feminine and your masculine. Have it so that's actually working for you, and be aware of what's around you. Okay. So I know for myself there is a lot more of a more detailed personal message in that, because it's like the same. I will actually describe that one very quickly, because in my, like, as far as the close personal thing, as far as making it as simple as anything to read for personal issues, here's and this isn't even looking at it as the spread that I've just described with the work, home, unexpected, your role and the outcome. That's the one I am using and will continue to use for those general readings. This, as I first looked at it, I thought, oh, wow, past, present, future. And it's sandwiched between myself and partner, because sometimes you do need to reassess or look at with fresh eyes what is happening in your own situation that is immediate. What was the discussion yesterday type thing? This is what's the result today. And there's some work happening, but it's quite literally, it can be, the work to build up to being that tower of what is your future, that comfort, that security, and all that there is in what we like to be building toward in retirement. For me, that's what it will be moving toward at some point. But here it is, being very mindful, present moment. This is still the present moment card. Just watch out. And it is watching out for those sneaky things, mice, that might be in the background, nibbling away at those assets. And that's, for me, spending where I don't, things that are not necessary to be spent on, things that are not necessary to be kept, as I still have got a lot of things that are in my space of my ownership of property that I don't need to keep. And we can move it on and fine-tune it between the two of us and actually move toward where we really want to be in that future, which could be tomorrow, or it could be a year or 2 or 5 away. That's the sort of two different ways of two, the different ways that you can actually interpret and read the cards for yourself when you're doing them as just guidance and gaining a little bit of clarity. So I'm happy to have shared that one with you, because it's not absolutely detailed, but I know for myself what that means. And that's how you'll get to move toward your understanding of using different tools as well. You'll know when that guidance is for you, when that message that you're hearing. And it might, gee, did I imagine that? You're thinking about it like that. Oh, something popped into the head. Spirit uses all sorts of different ways of actually letting you know what's up, right? Oh, good morning, Shaz, and I'm just about to finish, so lovely to see you here, though. We'll catch you a bit later. The technology we have is wonderful stuff where you can just pop on with a video chat with friends, isn't it? So thank you, everyone, for being here and watching. Certainly the recording is there until Facebook decides to take it off, because I won't be. And you can watch any of them back. Get the trends of what's in your week with the daily ones. Many different ways that we can, well, look at what we've got in front of us, isn't it? I was just trying to think of the way to phrase that. So I'll see you tomorrow around the 8 o'clock. Thank you. And especially to those that did pop over from the other pages that I had this on, which is the Hypnosis Plus with Roz. And I'm just going to pop that back up because I need to have that scrolling across. That is my work mode of where I've got things, is hypnosisplus.com.au. For any bookings you need to make with me, and just let people know that every morning at 8 I am on. Most of the time it's very close to the 8, put it that way. So thank you. Be the best person that you can be. Continue to be the best person that you can, because it is, why would you try to be anything less? So thank you, and namaste for today.